Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the coefficient of restitution. We know that practically the elastic collisions are rare to occur. So how much is the elasticity in a particular collision is given by a term which is called as coefficient of restitution. So that means it gives the degree of restitution of a collision, right? For perfectly elastic it is 1. So I'm just giving you the definition in short. It is the degree of restitution of a collision and it is given by the ratio of relative velocity of separation to the relative velocity of approach, and this is given by E. This symbol is E. Now how to write this? E is given as V2 minus V1 upon U1 minus U2, right? So this is the relative velocity of separation to the relative velocity of approach, and as we had seen in the derivation for elastic collision in 1D, there also we had got this relation V2 minus V1 is equal to U1 minus U2. So that means if we find the ratio, it comes out to be 1. So let's learn the values of this coefficient of restitution for different collisions. So if I'm talking about elastic collision, the value of E is 1. Inelastic, it is between 0 and 1. And if I'm talking about perfectly inelastic, it is 0, and if it is super elastic, then it is greater than 1. So we have to learn these values directly. So these are the E values. If we consider a ball falling on a ground, and if we take its initial velocity as u dash, which is 0, right? And then when it rebounds, let's take the velocity of rebound as v and the final velocity at this height as 0. We can mention that the height through which it falls is h1 and height to which it rebounds is h2. This is slightly different case from the cases of the two masses, but this is also considered as the collision case. So when we strike a ball on the ground, so for numericals purpose, we need to understand that after rebounding is considered as the final case and before rebounding is considered as the initial case. So final case is final velocity minus initial velocity. So we are considering this as V1 and this one as V2, and this can be considered as U2 and this can be considered as V1. Then only you will be able to relate to the formula. V2 is 0 minus V1 is V upon U1 is 0 minus U2 is U. So this can be written as V upon U. So more generally it can be said velocity of rebound to velocity of strike, right? So this is one formula which is important for numericals. And second formula will be, we know that it is falling through height h1. So initial was 0. So v square is equal to u square plus 2as is the formula. So when it is falling down, this is plus g. When it is rebounding, this will be minus g, important thing. So final velocity is in this case is u square is equal to initial velocity in this case is 0 plus 2gh1. Similarly, this is down motion case. Similarly, for the up motion case, the final velocity is 0. Initial velocity is v plus 2 into minus g because acceleration due to gravity is downwards, and this is h2. So v square is equal to 2gh2. So I've got these two equations. I can mark this as 1 and 2. Why this? This is for the down, this is for up motion. Now divide 1 by 2. So what will I get? Let's divide 2 by 1. 2 by 1. So this will be v square upon u square is equal to 2gh2 upon 2gh1. So what is it? This is, this cancel. So this can be written as E square is equal to h2 upon h1. So this is an important formula. So the first important formula is E is equal to velocity of rebound upon strike velocity. Second formula is E square is equal to h2 upon h1. That means rebound height upon strike height. Right, so these are two important formulas which are very important for numericals. That's all for now. Have a nice day.